Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. When I hit start recording, it actually crashed The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Hopefully it will choose to reload here. It has started, and it appears to be working just fine, no problem. I don't know why I was nervous there. Alright, well I guess I'm nervous because we're still on the streak here, and we're going for win 51 as Isaac. This is the first time I played Rebirth in a couple of days here. A little bit anxious, but this is the character you want to be if you're trying to get your streak, well, continue I guess. 6JFB BVYL. So pretty much, we're halfway there. My goal was 100. We have no curse, right? Good. My goal sometime within 2015 was to get a 100 win streak. We're at 50. We've had some runs that were a little bit close. But honestly, if we could, you know, duplicate what we've had here, I guess not only mathematically speaking, but also, you know, in terms of my overall mental health, I'd be pretty happy with it, I think. Put a bomb down here. Why are you running away from me? You should not have done that. The small rock is only going to facilitate my righteous anger that will befall you soon. And the Loki's Horns pickup is something that I think is pretty GD terrible. But I got two things attached to my head right now, so I can't really complain. If this were, you know, October 30th, I could wear this for Halloween, and people wouldn't be like, oh, you're like a sailor? Yeah, you know. You ever come up with like a bullshit Halloween costume? The good thing about being bald, well, there's like a few good things about being bald. I reject society when they say that baldness is undesirable. Especially for the person experiencing the baldness, it's not that bad, man. For example, saving some money on shampoo, lots of time, never have to worry about your hair not being, you know, perfectly styled. And I do mean perfectly styled. Well, you know, you don't have to worry about the hair on your head. Your pubic hair, you might have to, if that's the kind of thing you're into, you know, getting some sideburns going on that. But, you know, sideburns on your pubic hair means something completely different anyway. Another perk of baldness, there are like 50 great, easy Halloween costumes for the average bald person. I think I'm gonna walk over those, although if I just sneak a bomb in here, it should work fine as well. For example, Lex Luthor, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. It's easy. Easiest Halloween costumes in the world. I've used all of those myself. I wouldn't say to great effect, but to effect nonetheless. You could be, if it's the year 2006 or maybe even 2007, you could be Xerxes. You're comfortable being, you know, being shirtless in the cool autumn breeze that accompanies the Halloween weather. You could be Xerxes. You know, if you're a little bit on the portly side, you might be able to get away with being like Kingpin or something like that from Daredevil. I'm just throwing out suggestions here. This is probably an unhappy selection of pills. Yeah, I'm not really thrilled with it. We have 3 bombs left. I'm gonna try, just for shits and giggles, to see if this is the secret room. My hope was that it would be, so I could get into the shop, but actually we're in a pretty good state right now. Although I would love a Spirit Heart to not fuck up our deal with the devil chances, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like that's going to be too likely. So we'll head down to the next floor, and I'm going to save our existing bomb because I need to be able to find a tinted rock if there is one available to ensure that we get a deal with the devil on this floor. We do have an arcade early. It's not my favorite kind of arcade, but at the very least the arcade did pay out with 4 cents net gain for us, which is pretty excellent. And I gotta say, for a first floor, even if we didn't get anything, you know, we didn't get a series of incredible items, just getting small rock is so meaningful. Like, that is really, if damage is the biggest inhibitor to, like, having a good run, we've already sorted that out to some extent. Now, Loki's Horns has a long way to go to prove to me that it's not an inhibitor itself. It's actually an item that I think is typically worse for you than not having an item. Not in most situations, I guess, is it worse for you. Truly speaking, I'm thinking about Bob's brain right now. But in many situations it is, and in the situations in which it's bad for you, like with, for example, Ipecac, it's really, really bad for you. If you can get, like, Ipecac, Cricket's Body, Rubber Cements, Loki's Horns, your life is over, basically. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, I could take Bob's Brain, but I could also re-roll it into basically anything else. And then I don't have the risk associated with Bob's Brain, plus the risk associated with Loki's Horns, plus the risk associated with, you know, not having a Spirit Heart. There's just a lot of risks stacked up all at once. And I don't play board games. That's not true. I would like to play more board games. I do like Little Brimstone a lot, but I can't really take it. I literally can't take it or I'll die. So we're gonna have to re-roll it, and I think we can, if we get HP, we can always do something with it later. I guess rather than re-rolling Little Brimstone, I'm kind of thinking that it's in our best interest to re-roll Bob's Brain and get something for free that doesn't actually cost us, and that actually ended up working out fantastically because we got Proptosis, which is an extremely meaningful item. Now, most of the time, I think you're probably going to be better off re-rolling that deal with the devil, but I was like, you know, we've got deals with the devil showing up later anyway. Like, unlimited deals with the devil showing up later anyway, so what are we concerned about right now? Bit of a risk there, but I'm actually happy with how this worked out. Why is it a risk? Well, we had no consumables except for money and one bomb, no keys, so I figured that it would probably be in our best interest to use our bomb to try to find the secret room and maybe get into the shop. Doesn't look like it's going to border our item room. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now we actually could take Little Brimstone if we wanted and not feel too worried about our survivability. I'm liking our look right now. We got like a Hotline Miami NPC chic thing going on. Not like Iron Chic, like CHIC. You know what's up. Alright, so we're not going to get another reroll, but we are going to have the opportunity to play this a little bit, and we got some other red hearts available for us. My hope, of course, is that I'll be able to, well, get the blood bag. That would be nice, but also if I could just get some keys out of this whole situation. Like, this guy's thinking he wants to pay out with some. I don't really care if we go below 15 cents, because as of right now, we can't get into our item room, so we might as well give this a try, and it actually worked out for us fantastically. Thinking we're probably going to be able to buy a charge from our shop that we can then use on the boss fight, or on the deal with the devil, I should say. Gemini pickup is not truly stellar, but there's nothing wrong with it. And let's go into our shop. Maybe there's a nun's habit. There is a charge, but there's also humbling bundle. It's only a half heart. Well, we have a bomb we could always blow up to get back to the charge, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that should work out for us. Although a secret room could be good as well. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna go for broke a little bit. Play you. If I don't get a charge, I don't get a charge. I'm gonna blow this up expecting money and red hearts. Okay, we got red hearts and bombs, which is actually fantastic. Allows us to go deeper on this, which is gonna give us even more money. Wow, we just picked up 14 cents right there. Then we blow up this guy. This guy gave us a pill. Pill was puberty. Alright. Then the last thing we're going to do is blow up our blood bank, and I'm actually pretty pleased with the way that worked out. I think we, at this point, maybe just take Little Brimstone. It's a bit of a tough call, but Little Brimstone's so good. Yeah, let's buy the spirit art. We'll buy the key so we're safe on the next floor from the problems we faced on this floor, and then we'll pick up Little Brimstone and head down. I don't think there's anything wrong with this deal at all, and you know, well, there's one thing wrong with it. Our HP is not necessarily fantastic, but our damage is going to be amazing. So we won't check out the curse room yet. I'm not super worried about our HP in its present state, but I am very concerned that we might have something we want to reroll, but no means with which to do so. We can't take dumb damage like that, and there were like 3 or 4 obvious situations where I was going to take dumb damage there, and finally one of them came to fruition there, so I can't really act like I'm surprised by the damage that I took there. Just poor play on my part. So, how do we facilitate a win now? It shouldn't be hard. Pretty Fly is going to be a little helpful in that regard. We have Goat Head and fantastic damage. So as of right now, like our damage, I'm feeling like it's probably sorted for basically the rest of the game. One defensive item, honestly, like one defensive item and average boss and item room items, I think conceivably puts us in a winning position. Proptosis is so important. It's nice to know that that exists at least. And as long as we can get a little bit of HP with which to, you know, make good use of the goat head, pretty much I think the world is our burrito right now. Not arboretum, our burrito. The more important of the words that sound the same. There is uphill here. That was not very smart. How do we lose this run? Pretty much by doing exactly what I'm doing right now, taking dumb damage when there's no purpose to take dumb damage. Thinking we might not be able to get another charge. So I think it's in my best interest to just get our deal if we can get one. Like, get into the boss room if we can get there ASAP, and we'll probably only have the one charge total on this floor. Well, actually, now we can get another one along with a couple keys for the cost of a simple bomb. You remember them, the Canadian pop-punk band from the mid-2000s. I don't want to take this yet because a bad trip pill is very, very dangerous, but explosive diarrhea? Nah, just paralysis. Explosive diarrhea would have worked fine there, as would an HP upgrade, but hey, let's not get too picky just yet. So that should allow us to get into the shop. That key there, and by getting into the shop, we should be able to buy a charge, so we're going to be able to get, hopefully, a couple of rerolls that we can use if we feel that it's absolutely strictly necessary. But for now, I'm a little concerned. Life goes on, though. An HP upgrade or magic mushroom or halo would feel really good right here, and very disappointed with the fact that I took a hit there, but I'm actually really, really happy to be fighting Krampus. We'll pick up an item for free. Lump of coal is fine. Krampus's head will get re-rolled into the pentagram, which is good. Now, what do you do with this right there? As much as I think that item is decent, the matchbook, I think we have to re-roll it. The principal thing here is that I really just should not have taken this much damage on the floor to begin with. Like, I'm a little embarrassed about it. There's a Spirit Heart, but no charge for sale. So we'll buy the Spirit Heart. That one's, I think, a relative no-brainer. I'm going to do this room because you never know if we might get something like Guppy's Head, for example. And actually, Guppy's Head is going to be amazing for us because we have 2 charges available. Very, very, very small chance that we could become Guppy here, but how amazing would that be? To just become Guppy from one mob trap room that didn't even have any red chests in it. It's very, very unlikely to happen. I can't stress that enough. Maybe you need a couple more varies, but for now, that ended up being a pretty good example of who dares wins right there. So we got a free item. Mom's bra. We are going to get the other charge and re-roll it again, which means we will be taking the matchbook with us. It's not my favorite selection, but it's okay, and the extra black card is some survivability at least, and the extra bombs could allow us to find a secret room that would otherwise be inaccessible. You never know. For now, though, this is going very, very well. We're going to head down here. Pick up our battery charge. Walk the long way back. I will admit that my speed seems to leave something to be desired right now. In fact, in the speed duality, it's definitely more of a speed 2 cruise control than it is a speed 1. Also known as Speed. Speed is one of those movies that I hate that it's become a punchline. I mean, the premise of the film is ridiculous, but that doesn't make it a bad movie. There's a lot of films with, like, oh, I've messed up my chair. There's a lot of films with extraordinarily ridiculous premises that are actually really good, like Predator. Predator is kind of a ridiculous concept that is actually an amazing movie. Speed is the same, man. Speed is a really, really well-done action movie, and people go, oh, Speed. Isn't that dumb action movie where the bus can't slow down? Yo, if you've never watched Speed and you're just using it as an easy punchline, you should go see it, man. Speed is really good. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock at their mid-90s peaks. Not to mention Dennis Hopper, God rest him. It's a great film. It even has the tall best friend from Ferris Bueller's Day Off in his sophomore breakout role. Not really, but you know what I mean. I would recommend it, man. Speed doesn't get enough respect. Speed, Rocky 1, and First Blood don't get enough respect because of the way that they've been lampooned in pop culture, and that's okay. You know, I'm implicit in that, however. You need to have an appreciation for them as well. A lot of people think Point Break is a shit movie because it's made fun of in Hot Fuzz. No, you don't understand. Just because the guy who is playing an idiot in Hot Fuzz likes Point Break does not make Point Break a bad movie. Hot Fuzz, also an excellent movie. However, Point Break is legitimately awesome. Did you know Point Break was directed by Catherine Bigelow, a.k.a. the same director who later won a Best Director nomination for Zero Dark Effin' 30? It's a serious, well, I mean, it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's a real, like, genuine movie. It is not like, you know, I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, there was Torque or something like that. You know, it's not like Torque. It's not like Ice Cube rides motorcycles, robs banks, or something like that. It's not Triple X. You know, this is, like, Point Break is a genuine movie. I would recommend it. Mostly, just go back and watch all those, like, 80s and 90s movies from the action heyday, man. Action Hank Day. Commando? Have you seen Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger? That one is like a straight up, it's kind of a joke, but it's great as well. Basically, just he never stops murdering people. I would recommend it. We have our arcade here. We don't have a charge. This is okay. We got chemical peel in our item room. Just trying to do an inventory on the floor because I got into a little bit of a fugue state there. Blood Bank's not going to be super viable for us to play. Once we have a charge, well, we might have a few opportunities to reroll things. We have 2 different Bob's Rotten Heads. Before we reroll Bob's Rotten Head, though, I think we have to go into the curse room to see if our curse room contains another item we might like to reroll. Hopefully, at the very least, we can pick up a couple of Spirit Hearts, and we teleported to our Deal with the Devil. I think we'll just take Ceremonial Robes. It's not the best Deal with the Devil item, but it is pretty good. And then we can come back and reroll one of these Bob's Rotten Heads. And I think we have to kind of say, you know, 10 bombs is what we're going to get here. So let's just be okay with it, because we're not going to necessarily get any other opportunities to take advantage of the rerolls here as a result of the fact that there's just too many Bob's Rotten Heads to reroll. So, you know, 10 free bombs, that's a very good haul from a room as far as I'm concerned. And we'll get going towards what I hope is our shop item, or shop boss room corridor. Because I would very much like to buy a charge and then go fight the boss. Actually, come to think of it, we probably don't even need a charge to fight our boss, because we've already gotten what we're going to get from our... we've already gotten what we're going to get from our Deal with the Devil. And it was Ceremonial Robes, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Our damage is getting really, really good. Might as well take Puberty, and we do have a perfectly timed charge. It seems to happen fairly frequently that way, and I appreciate it every single time. Fight is over. And we get Experimental Treatment, which I'll reroll, and I've rerolled into Torn Photo. I've been taking Experimental Treatment a lot lately, and it's still been burning me from time to time, so I'm actually happy that we rerolled it, and we got super lucky. We picked up one of the best DPS upgrades in the game in Torn Photo. There's a Tinted Rock there that, to be honest with you, I did not see. It's another health upgrade, and at this point, with this pill rotation, I don't think this run is going to be very easily lost. Now, There's Options is another actual great item for us to pick up here. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's not really what I was looking for, but it's totally okay. So instead of picking up 10 bombs, we actually effectively picked up 10 keys back there. Let's quickly look for a second secret room. We're not going to do boss rush anyway, so we have nothing to worry about in that regard. And we'll head down on the next floor. If you're saying you skipped the Deal with the Devil, you skipped part of the video, my friend. We did not skip any of the Deal with the Devil. Store credit. Store credit is probably worth losing a Spirit Heart or so. Maybe 2 Spirit Hearts to walk over. We only need to lose 1. Actually, we don't even need to because we don't have a trinket right now. We need to lose 1, though. We could walk diagonally and possibly make it through, but I think the odds of it are pretty low. So we'll go back for it a little bit later if we decide that we actually want something from the shop. Store credit. Hey, man. 15 cents. Or 3 cents, depending on what we buy. Or, you know, 0 cents if every shop from this point on is greed. But it's probably going to be pretty worthwhile for us. Would I trade a black heart for 15 cents? Yeah, probably. I mean, we're kind of in a position where we don't really need either money or the black hearts. But the black hearts are going to be better later, but we can presumably fill those out anyway. Little surprised that we didn't quite finish the job there that early, but that's okay. Again, boss rush very unlikely to happen here. No greed fight. Alright, so we'll go back. We'll do it all at the same time. We'll go back at the same time. I'm so lazy when it comes to backtracking. But also, I'm like, you know, we've got a reroll right now. We might as well take it through to the Deal with the Devil. And actually having 2 rerolls here is excellent as well. Never mind. 3 rerolls is going to be great for us. The bloat might get a couple of hits in here, depending on how those eyes go. But as soon as we get kind of locked in with our damage, Little Brimstone, Proptosis, and Gemini are doing a number, man. Not to mention, you know, we picked up Torn Photo Pentagram, Ceremonial Robes. I don't know, we might want the speed upgrade there. We'll take Guppy's Collar, re-roll the other one into Guppy's Hairball. Now we are Guppy. And actually now, we could probably afford the HP, but I'm going to take the speed because we're just a little bit slow. And we should be generating flies now. And this is now a one run, basically. There's not that much that can be done to stop it. We're going to have 2 trinkets available, but no trinkets to put in those slots, which is a little bit disappointing, but we can live with it. Man, I forgot. Oh, this is so good. We just picked up another speed upgrade and piercing shots to go along with our already pre-existing Guppy situation. Pre-existing guppy situation, by the way, is why I can't get damn insurance coverage in this country. Thanks a lot, Olympia Dukakis. Alright, let's come down here. Do we know that pill? The pill was puberty, I think. We're gonna use store credit to buy mom's purse, even though it doesn't really matter all that much. And honestly, I know I said we're not gonna do boss rush, but I think we may actually have a chance to make it. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Mostly because it's absurd. We've already been to our item room, we've already been to our shop. Both of them worked out fantastically for us. We fought our boss, we got 2 deal with the devil items. Let's just see if we can swing it, because as of right now, we are going to have so much damage. I think it's actually pretty conceivable we can make it happen. Like, our flies are going to be so good. I'm not holding out a lot of hope here, but the theory is that we didn't necessarily lose anything by trying this. You know, we left the last floor early, but we'd already been to our item room in our shop, so who really cares? We might have missed out on a curse room or something like that, but I already have the principal gets from the curse room. So, we got rosary bead there. I would like to get something... Sorry, not rosary bead. We had the rosary specifically, nothing to do with the bead. And then we got ramming speed, which is also fairly terrible, so we'll be looking for another reroll there if we get the chance. Should go back for that nickel. But it's less relevant than getting the item right now, so we're just going to bolt a little bit. And there we go, we found it. So we'll go back. We have plenty of time here, actually, I think. We've already been to our item room, and we're going to have gone to our shop as well. We've already been to our shop and are going to have gone to the item room, I guess I should say. This is not a good decision, but I'm doing it because we can, basically. We'll take Luckfoot, and then I think we go beat Mom... and see if there is a... I know we're missing the boss trap room, we're missing the arcade here. But I want to see how much stronger we've gotten here. I mean, that was incredibly fast. We've still got 40-something seconds here. There's no reason not to take 9 lives. And if we're going to take 9 lives along with it, why don't we take Sacrificial Dagger as well, which I think is the best of these 2 items. And we'll see if we can get some kind of awesome synergy on this. We got the D100. Look. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do the D100. Why am I going to do the D100? Because we're going to stay as Guppy no matter what. And we just re-rolled... now people are not going to be as mad. Because not only do we have like a cool looking run here, we got the relic as well. Like, this is very, very survivable. But we re-rolled the D6 into Daddy Longlegs, which is an awesome item. And our damage looks like shit right now, but it's actually going to be pretty good, I think. Once we're able to hit enemies consistently. We got like... Is Mongo Baby shooting lasers? This is freaking me out. We got Sissy Longlegs going on our side as well here, but we have tech. Very low fire rate. Obviously, Fire Mind is a part of this run as well. And I think we have Tech Point 5 going along with it. We must also have Holy Mantle because I did not take damage there. Our damage, I feel like, maybe did suffer a little bit as a result of our reroll. And to be fair, Guppy sorta is not that fantastic with technology. And by the way, I'm not going to be using the D100 any more than that. 1 reroll is about, as much as I've never seen the top of Daddy Longlegs before. 1 reroll is about as far as I'm willing to go when it comes to being on like a 50 streak with a really, really good chance at 51 and tempting fate. I don't think I'm going to tempt fate enough to do it multiple times here. Looks like we have maybe Mom's Contact as well, or $3 bill. I think we have Shielded Tears. That's really, really good. So I'm thinking we pop the tower card just to get it off the screen, basically. It was annoying me a little bit. Again, a little bit disappointed with our DPS, but only slightly. Like, it's not bad. It's just not quite as good as our other one was, but we had some really, really killer items to make that one work. Admittedly, our risk is somewhat mitigated with the D100 because we already have Guppy, so we're never going to lose Guppy, and Guppy plus almost anything is a pretty easy win, as long as you have the HP to back it up, which we still do, and we have 10 lives as well. But, again, I don't want to tempt fate too much. I'll always, or very often at least, do like 1 reroll, because I think it, you know, that's what I want to be remembered for, is being a little bit absurd, but I don't want to be remembered as the guy who completely threw it away, you know? I want to be forgotten, and I don't want to be reminded. She said, please don't make this harder. No, I won't. I've never actually heard that song. I've only heard my friend do it at karaoke. I'll admit I missed out on most of the Strokes boat, except for the The Strokes boat also is like the Bang Bus, but for just masturbation. But they did have that sweet video with Guided by Voices. Magnet is not very good for us. I know we're leaving Ascent behind. I wouldn't say we're missing it, Bob. Let's head down to the next floor. We might have wanted to take... It was just Gimpy available in there. Not that big of a deal. Alright, well, we have some kind of... maybe we have the Mind, because we can pretty much see exactly where we need to go here. Boss Rush, we did not take damage on at all. That's not very common, even with high damage runs. So, again, that's why I think we have a Holy Mantle going on here. Oh, there's one more? Somewhere. 2. Wow. I don't think we have a great chance... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. We have 0 chance of getting a good deal with the Devil here, because it's, you know, the Womb. Thank you, Relic, by the way. We have special bombs? No, we don't have special bombs. We just got regular bombs, but, you know, we got 11 of them, and that's kind of a special number. It's prime, at least. We obviously have Stompy as well. I don't think that's going to be that critical to our success. This is going to be an exceptionally fast run. Now that we're... An XL floor obviously carries the negative of, well, you got to carry the Polaroid in order to get down to this next. Anyway, I'll be here all weekend. What I was going to say is that the negative, of course, is that we're not going to get a good deal with the Devil on this floor. The positive is that we only have to do 1 floor in order to do 2 floors. So, there is that. And we do have, well, we had theirs options, so I guess we won't anymore. We'll just have to choose whatever they, or take whatever they give us here if we want it. I couldn't resist. I had to press it once more. We still got some form of technology here. We still have the sun. We got, oh god, not Ipecac though. Not Ipecac. Okay, some kind of common cold, like tiny planet shenanigans. Oh, that's Ipecac. No, that was Bob's brain that did that. How's our damage? Well, we're summoning a lot of flies. I think this, in its own way, might actually be better. Is this one Tech Point 5? This one might actually be Tech Point 5. We'll take Meat for the small damage boost. Yeah, what's great about this one is the extra damage, or the extra flies, for sure. Now we might not have mapping, but we do have the Sun card. So let's just, I know we could use that as full health, but I kind of just want to pop it right away. We got 9 lives anyway. Alright, there's our boss fight up there. I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if I didn't use D100 at least a couple of times. Where's the risk, you know? You gotta tempt fate a little bit. We also have sad bombs now, so I'm extremely pleased with the way this went down. And every reroll has actually made us stronger. Health up. I don't see much of a need to use that, honestly. That's me tempting fate. That's me being an asshole a little bit, being like, hey, our run's so good we can take damage for no reason. Let's try to re-roll this again. I'm waiting for the soy milk run. Oh, this is it. This is where we lose. We got Lord of the Flies. Some kind of homing bomb. Our flies are doing a lot of damage. We'll take 2 of diamonds. I found pills. We can go back for that health upgrade, should we want it. Our flies are doing so much that I'm not that nervous, but we do have some form of, like, Ipecac bullshit. Yeah, there it is. It's, like, triple shot Ipecac nonsense. So I'm just gonna use some bombs here. Because every shot we take is gonna be a little dangerous, and then we're gonna have to re-roll our whole run again. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. We should attack, like, once more. Because it does so much damage. But we're gonna want to re-roll through this, and now we have both transformations, and we can't be screwed over on them. We can't lose them, I guess I should say. Rotten Baby, 2020 Mulligan. What we're going to do is re-roll ourselves and then pick up all those items, because those items are all amazing. I feel bad, because we're gonna be, like, our damage is so good, we're never gonna get damage like this again. But that might be a good thing, because we're hurting ourselves a lot. Alright, what do we have going on this one? Epic Fetus? No, I don't want Epic Fetus, because we got freaking 2020 Rotten Baby Mulligan happening out here. Oh, but our tech shots here, I think we might have Ludovico as well. Like, this is so much damage too, but I gotta re-roll it, because we got a cooler opportunity, but we got lots of spiders and flies. I don't know, man. I think that this might be the definition of a non-losable run, because you know how there's, like, cautionary tales, like in a Christmas, not a Christmas story, sorry, a Christmas Carol, You know, Ebenezer Scrooge gets taken by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. And it's all like, hey, if you keep doing what you're doing, shit's gonna get, you know, people aren't gonna like you very much, Ebenezer Scrooge. And he goes, oh, alright, I get it. I want to be well liked, you know? This is like the exact opposite of that. It's like, whoa, we'll show you some alternate reality where you don't exist. And I'm like, you know what? I'm still, like, pretty dope here. People think I'm still really strong. Just don't breakfast ourselves. Okay, so we're stuck with Epic Fetus at this point. We got some kind of triple shot nonsense going on with it. Like it's a Starbucks drink or something like that. We'll take all these. I don't know how the heck they're going to work for us, but whatever. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. We're going to win with bells on here. I think we might have triple shot 2020 and quad shot based on our face right now. Oh, and Nod Leaf, which is just the icing on the cake. It's a little bit slow. I really thought we'd be able to take out the enemies a little faster than this. Like, I guess we're not generating that many flies with Epic Fetus, which is fair. I don't want to do any more rerolls because the fact that we're getting into these like tier effects so quickly makes me think that maybe we're getting not close to breakfast, but close enough that I would be a little wary about it. This was a dead end, if I remember correctly, and it was indeed. Alrighty, well this looks still basically like a guarantee that we're gonna hit 51 wins, and I don't think we did this one the cheap way. This one had some serious weirdness associated with it. We have the wafer, I think. Oh, we're dropping 4 shots. We might not have triple shot now that I think about it, but it doesn't really matter. Fuck it, let's reroll once more. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. Ludovico quad shot mom's knife. No damage. Yo, we might be like full breakfast right now. The damage is so bad! The damage is so bad. What about our bombs? I think we've breakfasted ourselves. Oh my god, even the fly damage is terrible. I think we've breakfasted ourselves, but we still basically, like, can't lose. The fact that this takes 2 hits in order to kill, like, the little diglets here is awful. However, we should still win. I just really hope we're close to our boss fight. Because if not, it's going to take a long time. Oh no, you know what? We don't have, we didn't breakfast ourselves. I can look at our face right now and just see that we have soy milk. But it's not really doing that many ticks of damage, is it? It's hard to tell. Maybe that's technology that's doing the ticks. Oh, come on. Please tell me we're close to our boss fight at least. The bombs still do damage. We got 98 of those. If each bomb was a degree, we would have a late 1990s boy band right now. Which is the way that I measure anything, to be honest with you. Okay, flies. Like, for real, flies. You gotta give me something here. Is that soy milk? I mean, I think it's soy milk. What a strange, strange run we got going on here. How long is it gonna take to kill Blue Baby like this? But do we want to reroll just on the off chance that we're stuck with even less damage somehow? Less than this? I think it's completely possible, honestly. I think we just have to live with our mistakes. Oh my fucking god. I think we have to live with our mistakes and say, you know what, like, we should not have rerolled as much as we did. These are the consequences of long-term D100 use. There we go. Just put a bomb in between us and him. Easier. Easier. Oh, come on, dog. He's almost sorted. Don't hit me. Don't. This is the longest war fight I've ever seen. Okay, thank fucking Christ, we're almost done. Do I have any kind of, like... Okay, I do have Black Bean. If I walk into an enemy, I have Black Bean. So let's focus on the positive there. And I've got 78 bombs, which is really how we're going to have to do this, I think. Look at that damage. That is just... That's majestic. Oh, we have Midas Touch. Oh, that's how we're going to do it. Alright, get this on top here. We'll drop bombs in occasionally. Every time we get hit, we'll walk up. do a little bit of extra damage with Midas Touch. Look, this is not the ideal way to accomplish this. It's actually extremely annoying. But it is getting the job done. Don't see him like this too often. I guess thank God for the bombs we got. I can't believe we're not getting hit in the process here as well. That's like ridiculous to me. Eventually that'll change. There we go. We've frozen him. Well, there's your Midas Touch finish, and still a relatively fast run, but a weird one for sure. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We're going for 52. If we did one episode a week, that would be a year straight of Rebirth victories. And we'll be playing as random. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you then.